Welcome to the Poor Man's Gourmet Kitchen, where we share gourmet recipes at a low-budget wonder. Now check this out.
Here I've got some thinly sliced ribeye steaks, and as you can see here, they're cut to about 3/8 of an inch, so they're perfect for chicken fried steaks. And one of the things I've learned is to remove the fat from the outside edge of the steak. But don't throw this out. It can still be used in this recipe, and getting a nice sized portion like this one I'm cutting off right here is going to add a lot of flavor in this recipe, so just set it aside. And this longer length right here, you just cut up into smaller pieces, so just set that aside as well. Now all we need to do is tenderize this with a nice meat mallet, which aerates and flattens the steak, makes it quite a bit wider. And the secret for this recipe is blackened seasoning, and this isn't something I can normally find on a dry shelf at the grocery store, so I make my own, and I'm going to show you how to do it as well in the next video recipe, so be sure you stay tuned for that one. There is several ingredients including salt, so this is all you need to season your steak. Just be sure to flip it over and season both sides. Press it in real good, give it a love pat, let it know you care. Now here I have unseasoned flour, and I'm whipping up a nice egg wash. And just like you'd handle fried chicken, we're going to take our steak and put it straight into the flour first. Make sure we coat both sides. Then go straight into the egg wash. It can get a little slippery in there, but again, you want to get both sides. Now back on over to the flour again. Now you can be done at this point once you coat both sides. This is what they call an original recipe. But if you want an extra crispy, you want to double up that crust, you're going to have to go back on over to the egg wash one more time. And for the last time, back into the flour. Now, if your steak comes apart like this ribeye did here on me, just flipping it over, don't even worry about it. It's actually going to paste on back together as it fries in the skillet. So don't stress. And let it rest in this flour for about 5 minutes. Now in a hot pan on the stove, we're going to go ahead and add that fat. And over medium heat, we're going to add the oil to it as well. Start to render that down, and this is where we're going to get a lot of that flavor. That's why it's important not to throw this out. All you want to do is get some color here on it, which takes a few minutes is all. Flip it over to the other side, you can see we've got the color. Now all we've got to do is push it aside, and we'll drop in our seasoned and floured steak. Now unless you want yours medium rare, we're going to cook this all the way through. And in order to do that, we're going to sear it here for about 2 minutes, then give it a flip. As you can see, we've got some great color on this side. But I like to add another pinch of blackened seasoning, which gives it more color, and it's going to be great flavor on there when we're all done. Just another minute or so is all you're going to need. But you don't want to burn these little bits, so you just throw these here on top, just like this. And then we're going to take it off the heat and put it in the oven. And you want to bake this at 375 degrees for 8 to 10 minutes. Now's a good time to start your gravy if you're not going to use the renderings from your pan. There's several different ways to do this, and one of the easiest ways I know is to purchase one of these 98-cent pack pre-mades. You just mix water or milk, and they're not that bad. But if you want to know how to make a real nice country gravy, I've got a recipe here for you. It's called my egg gravy recipe, and it is phenomenal. So I'll leave you a link for this as well. But now the baking's done. Just look at that crust. Now you can go ahead and snack on your little bits if you want, or Just set them aside, whichever you prefer. But go ahead and get some tongs on this bad boy and put it on a plate. Top it off and ladle in some country gravy. And there you have it. Ribeye country fried steak right here in the Poor Man's Gourmet kitchen.
Thank you for watching, and be sure to stop by PoorMansGourmetKitchen.com for more recipes and exact ingredients.
Last video recipe, I decided to hang out at the end and give you another slice. Might as well do it again today. Check that out. Don't forget to like and subscribe.